Welcome back, Deep Divers. Today we're going to be diving into some really cool stuff. AI in real estate 2025, the new frontier of property intelligence.
Hmm.
I mean, think about it. By 2025, we could be using AI to find our dream homes, predict crazy market shifts, even take holographic tours of properties
Yeah.
from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, it's wild. This is a total game changer, you know? We're not just talking about fancy gadgets though. This report really highlights how technologies quantum computing are going to just supercharge AI. I mean, we're talking processing power that can analyze global real estate trends just like that.
Okay, so more than just cool holograms, right?
Yeah.
This quantum computing thing, this sounds intense. How does that actually play into, say, figuring out what a property is actually worth?
Great question. That's where these AI valuation models come in. And get this, they can analyze tons of data from hyperlocal economic indicators to, even climate change projections. And the report predicts that these models will be able to predict property values with 99% accuracy.
99%. No more guessing games when it comes to property values then.
Exactly. Buyers and sellers, they're going to have this crystal clear understanding of what a property is really worth, having a superpower that lets you see the hidden potential of any property.
That's wild. Okay, I am starting to see how powerful this could be. But okay, let's talk about those holographic property tours. Because, come on, they sound super cool. But how would they actually work? Would I need a special headset or something?
Yeah, well, that's where AI's ability to personalize really shines. So picture this, you slip on a lightweight headset and you step into this fully immersive 3D model of a property. No matter where you are in the world, AI can even analyze your preferences, your emotional responses to really tailor the experience. So it can highlight features you'd love, maybe even suggest similar properties you might not have considered.
So it's not just about seeing the property. It's about experiencing it in a way that's tailored to me. That's amazing. But what about all the legal stuff? Buying a property involves so much paperwork, negotiation. Can AI really handle all that?
Absolutely. By 2025, AI will be able to streamline transactions through these things called blockchain-verified smart contracts. This basically means faster, more secure, and more transparent deals. Plus, imagine having an AI assistant that can, analyze legal documents, negotiate terms, even handle, multilingual communication.
Multilingual communication. So you're saying I could potentially buy a property in another country without even speaking the language. That's incredible. But what happens to real estate agents in this scenario? Are they just going to be replaced by robots?
That's a question I get a lot, and the answer is no. AI is more of a tool that empowers agents, not replaces them. Think of it as a superpowered assistant that handles all the tedious tasks, and that frees up agents to focus on, building relationships, providing expert advice, and just ensuring a smooth and satisfying experience for their clients.
So it's more about collaboration than competition. That makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
But with AI doing so much, what skills will agents need to actually thrive in this new landscape?
That's where this concept of AI literacy comes in. Agents will need to understand how AI works, how to interpret its insights and how to use it ethically and effectively. It's about becoming fluent in the language of AI.
Okay, I'm definitely seeing the need to brush up on my AI skills.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about the big picture here. We're talking about a complete transformation of the entire real estate industry.
Mhm.
What are some of the biggest challenges we might face along the way?
Well, I think one of the key challenges is going to be like making sure AI is used responsibly, ethically. We need to be mindful of potential biases in algorithms, make sure AI is used to create a more equitable and accessible real estate market for everyone.
Absolutely. We don't want AI to perpetuate existing inequalities or, create new ones.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears a bit and talk about sustainability. How can AI help us build a greener future in real estate?
That's a fascinating area for sure. Imagine being able to assess the environmental footprint of a property before you even buy it. AI can analyze building materials, energy consumption, even local climate data to create a sustainability score for each property.
So it's like a green rating system that helps buyers and investors make, more informed decisions.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just scoring. AI can also help optimize building design and operations for maximum energy efficiency. It can even predict the long-term resilience of a property, in the face of climate change.
Wow. We're talking about using AI to create a more sustainable and resilient real estate market for generations to come.
Exactly. It's about leveraging technology to build a better future, not just for ourselves, but for, the planet as a whole.
Okay, I'm totally on board with this vision. But let's get real for a second. Buying and selling property can be stressful, even with AI handling the paperwork. How can AI help us, like, manage those inevitable risks and uncertainties that come with real estate transactions?
Yeah, that's a great point. Even with, AI taking care of all the paperwork, buying or selling a property is still like a big deal. So how can AI help us like navigate those potential pitfalls and, just feel more confident in our decisions?
Now, imagine this. You've got this like virtual risk analyst working for you 24/7. The report talks about AI systems that can, model potential scenarios, predict insurance needs, even keep an eye on like global events that could, impact real estate markets.
Yeah.
So no more like sleepless nights worrying about whether I'm making the right move. AI could actually help me anticipate like those what if scenarios and, plan accordingly.
Exactly. It's like having a crystal ball, right? But instead of like vague predictions, you'd get concrete data-backed insights. AI could even like analyze the other party's negotiation style to help you get the best possible outcome.
That's incredible. It sounds like AI could really level the playing field,
Yeah.
giving buyers and sellers more power and transparency. But with all this data floating around, how can we be sure our personal information is actually protected?
That's a great question. Data security is like super important. And the report highlights some really cutting edge solutions like AI can help implement robust security measures like quantum encryption, making it virtually impossible for hackers to access sensitive information.
Quantum encryption. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. I know, right? It might sound futuristic, but it's becoming a reality. This type of encryption uses like the principles of quantum mechanics to create unbreakable codes. It ensures the highest level of data protection.
Okay, that definitely makes me feel better. So we've talked about AI's potential to like revolutionize property valuation,
Right.
streamline transactions, and even, help us manage risk. But what about like the human side of real estate? Will AI change the way we like interact with agents, experience the emotional journey of buying or selling a home?
That's where things get really interesting. AI can personalize the entire experience, not just the technical parts. Imagine having an AI assistant that like understands your emotional state, adjusts its communication style, provides support tailored to your individual needs.
So it's like having an empathetic AI companion throughout the whole process. That sounds amazing, especially for like first-time buyers who might be feeling, totally overwhelmed.
Exactly. AI can offer personalized guidance, answer questions, even provide like emotional support during the stressful moments. It's all about creating a more human-centric experience, even with technology playing a bigger role.
Okay, I'm really loving this vision of the future.
Hmm.
But let's be honest, technology isn't always perfect, right? Are there any like potential downsides, risks we need to be aware of? Could AI be used in ways that actually harm buyers or sellers?
Yeah, it's definitely important to be aware of potential challenges, and the report does address some key areas. Like, for example, we need to make sure that AI systems are designed and trained, responsibly to avoid like perpetuating biases.
That's a really good point. We wouldn't want AI to unfairly discriminate against certain buyers or sellers based on, their demographics or financial status.
Yeah.
So what steps are being taken to actually ensure that AI is used fairly in the real estate market?
Well, there's a growing focus on developing like ethical AI frameworks and guidelines. This involves creating transparent algorithms, ensuring diverse data sets are used for training, and implementing rigorous testing to, identify and mitigate potential biases.
So it's not just about building cool tech, it's about building responsible tech that benefits everyone equally.
Absolutely. And it's an ongoing process. As AI evolves, we need to constantly like assess its impact and adjust our approach to ensure that it's used, ethically and responsibly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, from the mind-blowing possibilities to, the potential challenges. But let's get practical for a moment. What can our listeners do like today to prepare for this AI-powered future in real estate? Any tips for, staying ahead of the curve?
That's a great question. I think one of the most important things you can do is cultivate a mindset of like continuous learning. The world of AI is constantly evolving, so staying curious and informed is key.
So it's like learning a new language. We need to
Yeah.
like immerse ourselves in the world of AI to understand its nuances and, speak its language.
Exactly. There are tons of like online resources, courses, even podcasts that can help you build a foundational understanding of, AI concepts. And don't be afraid to like experiment with new tools and platforms. The more you engage with AI, the more comfortable you'll become.
I love that advice. It's about, embracing the learning process and not being intimidated by new technology. But let's say, like, I'm ready to dive into the real estate market, either as a buyer or a seller. What are some, like, practical steps I can take to actually leverage AI to my advantage?
Well, first off, start by researching like AI-powered platforms and tools that align with your needs. There are platforms that specialize in, property search, valuation, market analysis, even negotiation support.
So it's about doing my homework and, finding the right tools for the job. But with so many options out there, how can I tell which ones are actually effective and, like, trustworthy?
That's where due diligence comes in. Look for platforms that are like transparent about their algorithms, data sources, and security measures. Read reviews, seek recommendations, and don't be afraid to ask questions about how the AI actually works.
Okay, that's a great tip. It's about being an informed consumer and not just blindly trusting, any AI platform that comes along. But what about the role of, like, human expertise in this AI-powered world? Will we still need, real estate agents, lawyers, other professionals?
Absolutely. AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a replacement for human expertise. In fact, the role of these professionals is becoming even more important as AI becomes, more integrated into the real estate process.
So it's about finding the right balance, the perfect synergy between, like, human intelligence and AI capabilities.
Exactly. Think of it as like a collaboration. AI can handle the heavy lifting, analyzing data, identifying trends, and generating insights. But it's still up to humans to, interpret those insights, apply their experience and judgment, and ultimately make the final decisions.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about using AI to, like, enhance our capabilities, not replace them.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, the future for a moment. What are
Yeah.
some of those exciting advancements on the horizon that could, like, further transform the real estate landscape?
Well, the report hints at some truly, like, mind-blowing possibilities. For example, imagine a world where AI can, design personalized dream homes based on your preferences and lifestyle.
Wow, that sounds incredible. So instead of browsing through, like, existing listings,
Yeah.
I could literally have a house designed from scratch by AI.
Exactly. AI could analyze your lifestyle, your aesthetic preferences, budget, even your environmental values to create a truly unique home that perfectly matches your needs and aspirations.
Okay, now we're talking about the future I want to live in. But let's not get too carried away with the futuristic visions. Let's bring it back to the present. For those of us who are just starting to explore the world of AI and real estate, what's the, like, most important takeaway you want to leave our listeners with?
I think the most important message is this. Don't be afraid to embrace the possibilities. AI is a powerful tool that can make the real estate journey more efficient, transparent, and even enjoyable.
So it's about being open to new possibilities, experimenting with new technologies,
Yeah.
and not being intimidated by, the rapid pace of change.
Exactly. The future of real estate is being shaped right now, and it's up to each of us to decide how we want to participate in this exciting transformation.
Yeah, it really is amazing to think about just how much AI is going to change real estate. But it's also, like, kind of scary. Where do we even, like, start to get our heads around all of it?
Well, I think that the key thing to remember is that AI is, a tool. It's up to us how we use it. And that starts with understanding how it might impact, our lives and our careers.
So it's not just about, like, the tech itself. It's about, like, the human choices that we make
Yeah.
as we integrate AI into this world.
Exactly. We have to be proactive in shaping the future. And that means having, open conversations
Mhm.
about the ethics, the risks, the opportunities that AI brings.
That makes sense. We can't just, sit back and let technology decide for us. We have to be, like, active participants. But for those of us who aren't, like, tech experts, where do we even begin?
Well, a good place to start is just, staying informed, read articles, listen to podcasts, go to industry events, really learn about the latest advancements in AI and how it's being, used in real estate.
So feed that curiosity, stay ahead of the curve.
Hmm.
But what about the people who are already working in real estate? What skills do we need to thrive in this AI-powered future?
One of the most valuable skills is going to be what we call AI literacy. Understanding the basics of AI, how it works and its potential applications.
So it's like learning another language. We have to become fluent in, like, the language of AI
Huh?
so we can, communicate effectively and use its power.
Exactly. And just like learning any language, it takes time and effort and a willingness to just, embrace new concepts. There's a ton of online courses and resources that can really help you, build that foundation.
Okay, learn AI,
Yeah.
adding that to my to-do list. But beyond, like, technical skills, what other qualities are going to be, like, essential for success?
Human skills like communication, empathy, critical thinking, these are actually going to be even more valuable as AI takes over more of the, technical side of things.
So it's not just about being, like, tech savvy. It's about being, like, human savvy.
Exactly. AI can analyze data, it can find patterns, it can generate insights, but it can't replace, that human element. It's still on us to build relationships, to understand client needs, and to provide, that personalized guidance.
That is definitely reassuring to hear. So it
Yeah.
sounds like AI is more of a partner rather than, competition.
Yeah, exactly. The most successful real estate professionals, they're going to be the ones who use AI as a tool to really, enhance their own skills and expertise.
Find that balance, the synergy between, like, human intelligence and AI.
Exactly. Using AI to, help us be even better, and ultimately creating a real estate market that's more efficient, more transparent, and more equitable for everyone.
Now, that is a great vision for the future. But as we wrap up this deep dive, I have one final question for you.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to anyone listening who might be, feeling a little overwhelmed or uncertain about, this future with AI?
I would say embrace it. Change can be scary, but it also brings, so many amazing opportunities. Stay curious, keep learning.